Hello students, our today's topic is bubble hydrogen. Yes, you heard it right. Our today's topic is bubble hydrogen. So, we are going to learn something about hydrogen. Let's begin to our today's session, bubble hydrogen. Hydrogen. Hydrogen represented as H. Hydrogen is an element of periodic table. Hydrogen is a colorless, odorless, tasteless, flammable, gaseous substance. Hydrogen is a gaseous and which has no color, no odor, no taste, and it is flammable, and it is simplest member of the family of chemical element. As you know that hydrogen having only one atom, hydrogen is the first element of the family of chemical element. Hydrogen defined as represented as H. The hydrogen atom has a nucleus consisting of proton bearing 1 unit of positive electrical charge and electron bearing 1 unit of negative electrical charge. As we know that every atom consists of some number of protons, some number of electrons, some number of neutrons in it, and the nucleus of atom consists of proton and neutron. In every atom, proton are of positive charge and electron of the negative charge. For hydrogen atom, its nucleus consists of proton, where proton bear the 1 unit positive electrical charge and electron bear the 1 unit negative electrical charge, and neutron are neutral, they don't have any charge. Under ordinary conditions, hydrogen gas is loosely aggregation of hydrogen molecule, each consisting of pair of atom, a di-molecule H2. In environment, you cannot find the hydrogen H as a single element because hydrogen is unstable when it is a single compound, but the diatomic molecule of hydrogen, that is H2, is more stable in nature. So, whenever you found hydrogen atom in nature, it is in the diatomic molecule called as H2. So, hydrogen is represented as H. It is first family member of chemical element having one proton, one electron and one neutron. In ordinary condition, we get hydrogen as diatomic molecule H2. Now, let's see about hydrogen more in detail. The structure of hydrogen. The earliest known important chemical property of hydrogen is that it burns with the oxygen to form water. We all know that when we mix two molecules of hydrogen and one molecule of oxygen, it forms the water. We all know that when we add hydrogen and oxygen, we get the water. Indeed, the name hydrogen is derived from Greek words meaning maker of water, as hydrogen and oxygen togetherly form the water. So, in Greek, hydrogen means maker of water. In this figure, you can see the hydrogen molecule. The center blue part is nucleus and the revolving red dot is electron. And in that central part, in the blue core, there is one proton and one neutron. Hydrogen is symbolized as H. Now, isotopes. Isotopes are atoms of chemical element with the same atomic number but with the different atomic masses. Isotopes are atoms of a chemical element with same atomic number. So we know that atomic number is the number of protons or the number of electrons present in the atom. For hydrogen, its atomic number is 1, as there is only one proton or it has only one electron, and atomic mass is the number of electron or proton plus the number of neutron is called as atomic mass. For sake of convenience, we say number of proton plus number of neutron is called as atomic masses. So, isotopes are chemical element with same atomic number but different atomic masses. As for hydrogen has three isotopes. First one is hydrogen. It is also called as protonium, symbol H or 1H. That 1 denotes the atomic mass. Second is deuterium, symbol is D or 2H. Third one is tritium, symbol is T or 3H. Isotopes are atom of chemical element with same atomic number but with the different atomic masses. According to this definition, hydrogen has three isotopes: hydrogen, deuterium and tritium. Now, let's do a simple experiment. For this experiment, we required 9-volt battery, broad-faced glass mug, water, salt, plastic spoon and safety goggles. So, the procedure is very simple. We have to take some water in the mug. We need to place 9-volt battery in it and make a note of observation. Okay, now add some ionized salt to this water and stir it well. Now observe the hydrogen bubbling out. Be careful while removing the battery from water. Use plastic spoon to take it out. I will repeat the procedure. Take some water in mug, place the 9-volt battery in it, note the observation. Now add some ionized salt to the water, stir it well. Now observe the hydrogen bubbling out. Be careful while removing the battery from water. For removing of battery, use the plastic spoon. So, what will actually happen in this experiment is that electrolysis of water leads to the disintegration of water into hydrogen and oxygen gas by creating potential difference in water. As we are keep putting a battery in the water, that battery make the potential difference in water. Due to that potential difference, it leads to disintegration of water, means it separates the hydrogen molecule and oxygen molecule in that water. Due to the potential difference present in the water, it electrolyzes the water and separates the hydrogen and oxygen gas by creating the potential difference in water. Usually, it requires the potential difference of 1.23 volt to disintegrate water into hydrogen and oxygen. As we pass the cell. So, in the above experiment, electrolysis of water leads to the disintegration of water into hydrogen and oxygen gas by creating a potential difference. Usually, it requires a potential difference of 1.23 1.23 volts to disintegrate water into hydrogen and oxygen. Means once there is the 1.23 volt potential difference present in water, then hydrogen molecule and oxygen molecule get separated. Think time. Discuss the impact of quantity of salt in the rate and quantity of hydrogen gas being produced. So, as we add the table salt in the water, we would notice that while passing electric current, we would get more amount of hydrogen produced than the compare of normal water. After adding salt in water, it makes water more conductive and allow more current to pass through it. Once more current is passed through it, the more potential difference is created. And when potential difference is created is high, then the amount of separating the hydrogen molecule and oxygen molecule will also be increased. So the hydrogen produced in the water is also the proportional to the salt added in the water. What would happen if two batteries attached in the series are placed in the water? When two batteries are connected in series, it can supply more current. As more current flow through water, more water will decompose and form ion. Thus, there are chances of having more hydrogen. As we know, batteries provide the potential differences. When two batteries are connected in series, it gives more current. And when there is more current flow, there will be the more potential difference. And that means the water will decomposes and form more ions. Thus, there is the chance of having more hydrogen when we put the two batteries connected in the series. So, in today's topic, we learn hydrogen represented as H. It is colorless, odorless, tasteless, flammable, gaseous substance. It is the first member of the chemical element family. The earliest known important chemical property of hydrogen is that it burns with the oxygen to form water. That is, when we add two molecules of hydrogen and one molecule of oxygen, it forms the water. Hydrogen has three isotopes. Isotope is the chemical element having same atomic number but different atomic masses. Three isotopes of hydrogen are hydrogen, deuterium, tritium. To disintegrate water into hydrogen and oxygen, it requires potential difference of 1.23 volts. Thank you, students.